week I've been dreaming about this thing. Alright guys, it's Rico here, back at it again with my second ever story time. Alright, so this one's a longer one. We're going to be talking about tripping, acid, and shrooms while walking to school during summer. Alright, let's dive right into this hoe. So the story all starts the day before I was with my homie S, right? So we were walking home from T's house. You already know he's my other friend. But we were walking home, right? So I said, we should make some eddies, bro. And he was like, bet. So I was like, bet. So we walk home, right? And I hit up the plug, right? So I get this shit. I come back home. Of course, I bring chocolate too, because I was making eddies. Of course, I needed to get some fucking chocolate. So I went to the gas station and got some shit, right? So I went back home, and I'm laying in my room. So I'm about to make it. And you know what? Fuck it. Me being me, I just said, you know what? Let's just take some before I even make the edibles, bro. They're not regular edibles. Of course, I put acid and shrooms inside of it because I was fucking stupid, but you know, I'm that type of motherfucker that tries some crazy shit. Anyways, so I took 3.5 grams of shrooms and 2 tabs of acid. Yeah, I made the rest, of course. I didn't touch that at the time. Alright, so it all started with me just chilling at first, listening to music alone when the dreaded pee trip has started. No, I swear though, every time I trip, it's like I walk to the restroom and then I take a piss. Trip starts instantly. Like, it's always like that for some reason, or at least for me. I notice this happens. But anyways, so I walk back to my room, right? Shit hits the fan, bro. Like, literally, I was out of body. That shit was crazy. But everything just felt cartoon-like, right? I kept having these out-of-body experiences, like just tripping, bro. I was staring at myself. It was crazy. But at first, like, it felt like I was dying, but like in my stomach. It was a stomach feeling. I was like, bro, like I was holding my stomach. I thought I was actually dying. But of course, you're tripping balls. So I'm like, yeah, of course I'm really thinking I'm dying. So I walk over there to my brother's room and I'm like, bro, I'm fucking dying. And that's fucking crazy because I wasn't actually dying. But he helped me out because his ass was like he actually seemed kind of concerned in the moment. And I was like, yeah, I just don't feel good. So he makes me a bowl of fruit. Well, both of my brothers because they were there. But so they get me a bowl of fruit, right? I'm just chilling. I went back into my room, so I'm alone again. And so I just started listening to music because I just felt way better after I ate that bowl of fruit. Shout out to my slimes here. I'm just kidding, but yeah, so I was listening to music, right? And it was weird because it felt like I was right next to the person singing and I could see like the expressions of their face and shit, but like through their voice. It was very confusing, but the music videos looked hella laggy, but like not. It was really cool. But every time the beat was like playing, right, the notes were just hitting like, not just like hitting like normal. It felt like it was hitting like certain spots in my brain and shit. And I just felt really like, what the fuck is going on? And that's when I had like realized, bro, I feel like I can do this shit myself. Which eventually I did, but that's for a later time. But I was staring at album covers like the question mark one from X and fucking Stan from Eminem. Like, I don't know, there was something about those little intricate parts inside of like all of the album covers that I was looking at. It's just like they were moving, but moving in this very fractalized way. Yeah, I was tripping hard. But so basically, I was just chilling for the rest of the night. I did not go to sleep at all. Like, bro, if you would have saw this, it would have been, yeah, just goofy to see. But so I leave my room in the middle of the morning, like I'd say like 8:30 around. Yeah. And I see my mom. She's just like, I'm pretty sure she thought I woke up hella early. No, I didn't. I was tripping all night. But I was basically just like chilling for a few hours and cleaning my room. And that's whenever I hit up S and I'm like, bro, you want to go outside and try these eddies now? And he's like, bet, hit me up. So then we go outside and we walk around. But like whenever we were walking around, it was kind of fucked because I had the shit in my pocket and I guess I didn't cook it with like the right chocolate because that shit melted. It was so sad. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna eat it still. But S was like, you know what? You ain't gonna catch me eating that shit. I'm like, fuck it. Shut up. Anyways, so I eat it, and yeah, I redosed during the night. I forgot to tell y'all. I was tripping even whenever it was morning, I was tripping just as hard as it was nighttime. So I redose a third time, and I throw the rest away. I was so fucking just sad. Not sad, I was just like disappointed. I should have just kept that shit at home. But, so we were walking down this one trail, everything, like I saw like this place, like it was a path. And there was trees around me. But the trees were like literally jumping up and down. We were only like halfway there. So, we stopped halfway there, and we were in this one like neighborhood, but it's a really fancy neighborhood, I guess you'd say. It's literally a neighborhood with only mansions. It was funny as fuck, and like I don't know, I was laughing my ass off at the time, but I also like for like 2 minutes I put my head down, and then I put my head back up, and I started tripping even harder from the third dose, and it felt like I was in a Yeet music video, bro. That shit was hilarious. So we get like about 75th of the way there, and now we're in this like field area. Like it's a cotton field. Like it was at one point. I think it still is, to be honest. But we're walking down the cotton field to go to the school. I stare into the cracks of like just the dirt when I see the fucking core of the earth from my POV zooming in the ground. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I can't explain it. But it was crazy, bro, because everything felt like a cartoon. Like, I was just looking around at the clouds. It felt like, almost like I was in some country, like, Western cartoon or some shit. But, like, so we start walking to the school all the way, and we're there now. And we walk to the side. There's somebody that walks out, so we walk in, because we're like, you know what, fuck it, bet. We walk inside of the school, and we're just chilling on the inside. Honestly, I don't even know what we would have done if no one was there. We would have just been sitting outside of the school, and it would have been pointless, but we make it inside somehow, and we walk around. It was very fucking trippy. For some reason, the band was there, the cheerleaders were there, and it was summer. That was the most confusing part. But it was the craziest part. There was a xylophone playing in the background the entire time, and it was just like going up and down the scale, and I'm over here feeling that shit in my spine. Like, bro, I'm like going crazy right now. And I just hear it. And I walk past this special needs kid, and of course I'm not one to make fun of him, but I'm like just like looking at him, and I'm just like, I can see in his eye. It was weird. It felt like I could understand where he was coming from and how he felt. But of course, like, I'm tripping balls, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I was just tripping. I don't know if I was or not. Maybe I was probably seeing some shit that was really there, but I don't know. Pretty cool. But anyways, we keep walking around the school, right? And I see like this is one of those like fancy like rich people schools with themes and shit. Like I was over here tripping. I was staring at the wall, right? There was a star on it, and that star was spinning, but it looked like, you know how a car, like a wheel of a car looks like? Yeah, it was spinning like in that type of rotation. It was so cool. But we were walking around even more. I was just like looking at shit. It was just vibe. It was just a vibe, to be honest. But I look into this little like name tag, and it was very trippy because it had this little tie-dye thing to it, and it was moving. It looked like it was like pink water. Like imagine water that was dyed pink for some reason. Yeah, and it was moving around. Like that's exactly what I saw, but like in a picture. It was really cool. But while we were walking around, we stumbled into, I guess, like the AP of the school or something. I don't know. She kicks us out because she quickly finds out we're not really a part of the school because we're just like walking around, and she just asks us where we're from. And it's like, of course, we don't really know how to answer that, so like we just left. And yeah, so at this point, I was tripping so hard. I had like literal voices in my head playing, like they were whispering in my fucking ear, bro. I was like, what the fuck? It was funny, but seriously though, like, so we call up my friend's mom, right? And she picks us up, and we're in the car with her and her son, of course, because it's her friend. And we just like start talking about my trip. It was funny as fuck because they were like, bro, I wonder how the fuck your like trip was, because that shit sounds crazy as hell. And I'm like, I know, bro. But we go back to the house, and we're just chilling inside of my friend T's room with like a bottle of beer, because to be honest, I needed some because I was tripping too hard. I didn't know what else to use, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just sip a little bit of beer, and like hopefully that calms me down. Yeah. Anyways, I hit a little bit of weed out of the pipe, and I start like tripping again, but it was kind of different. This time it was like almost like a third eye punch. Like imagine instead of like a throat punch, this shit was like it punches you in the fucking third eye, and you're over here like awakening and shit. I'm like, bro, I literally felt like I had like panoramic view, but the panoramic view was more than that. Like it was shifting into like fractals. But yeah, basically I was just tripping balls right there, and I was laying in the bed while they were playing the music. Like I was just like, bro, why does all of this music remind me of acid? But like it was funny because I kept just saying, why is this song, and why this song, all this shit keep reminding me of fucking acid. And they're like, bro, I don't fucking know, you're tweaking. And I'm like, bro, I'm not tweaking. There's something about music, to me at least, that just reminds me so much of that shit. And so they were just getting annoyed, but we decided to leave. And so we left, and I went inside of my house to eat dinner and shit. It was the funniest shit ever. My mom was like messing with my face. To be honest, I didn't feel none of it, so I was just letting it happen. I was kind of immune to pain in the moment. But yeah, she was popping my pimples and shit. That was crazy. But yeah, after I ate dinner, it was pretty chill. I was just watching Midnight Gospel, drifting off to sleep after 2 days of not fucking doing it. That's crazy. Being up for 2 days is honestly crazy. But hey, I really like doing these story times. If you liked it, leave a like. Let me know what you think about the video. Yeah. And I'll see y'all guys in the next one. Bye. Damn, I guess that's unexpected. Little bitch, you can't fucking dumb me. Well, as I fucking text you, I just run and fucking skin it when I pull up on the spot. Hey, yo, bitch said she needed, so yeah, that is what I got. I just pull up and skid it, little bitch, I guess her on the line. This shit she fucking